First of all, thank you for having me, and it's an honor for me to be here, for real. 5 years ago, thinking that six great Americans would be in Italy talking about paddle probably was surreal. Marcos has been one of the pillars to making that happen, and I'm super proud to be here and with them, and it motivates me to continue and go forward with that. It's definitely a big year for paddle in America and in the United States. I feel like all the eyes of the world of paddle are right now with the United States, and it's definitely encouraging. It's hard to explain the evolution of paddle in the United States because it started only being a niche in a couple of cities that exploded after COVID, and the appetite for building good and actually clubs that are gonna feed the demand of what people wanted has been extremely fast. It started probably in Miami, where the premiere is going this year. And in Miami, you can see a positive case study of paddle getting into the ecosystem of the entertainment industry, like Marcos was saying. To wrap up right now, and everyone, I think, mentioned ideas on how a paddle club can be sustainable and be well for the long run. I think we need to understand that everything starts from the demand. There is someone that wants to play that sport, or someone that's enthusiastic enough to play the sport and bring it home. And then you have the offer. The offer at the beginning, a couple years ago, was super limited, and you had a demand that was filling every single club. But then as soon as more and more infrastructure started bringing up, you need to start and going through the cycle, how I like to call it, of paddle. The cycle of paddle starts with the infrastructure, then obviously goes with the accessibility. Who is around that infrastructure that can actually pay? In Miami, the price is completely different than, for example, Orlando. But the people that are there can pay and can participate there. So after the accessibility, you're going to have the community, the people that are around you. How do you build a community? Everyone has been mentioning coaches and programs. I think that's the most important part. And in the United States, we're focusing a lot from the United States Paddle Association in trying to be the not just the governing body, but that friend that's going to be next to you, trying to help you build the right program that includes not just a couple players, but the juniors, the seniors, the high performance, and everyone that's around. And then obviously the professionalization. The clubs that don't jump into professionalization at the beginning stages of their life cycle suffer in the long run, because they tend to, when the demand it's already spread out through the entire offer, they tend to suffer because the other clubs are doing a pretty good job, usually having the right coaches, the right technology, the right courts, and offering great programs. So right now, like you said, it's a really important year for the United States. We come from building an ecosystem that has been pretty solid in the past year in terms of participants. At the beginning, it was just clubs, but now I'm not just the head coach of the men's national team, but I'm also representing Bull Padel, for example, in the United States. And this is an example of how big the market is, because now you have participants not just building clubs, but in the technology side and in the manufacturing side, and many people around the world that want to invest in the United States. And I think it's a right moment, and the expectations are super high.